Morning paper, morning star. Paper
Go and eat in your car and watch roller girls bring you a killer meal.
Record business became a new frontier of artistic enterprise.
From serving up soft-serve cones to delivering milk door-to-door, the 70s were bustling with youthful energy and entrepreneurial spirit.
The operator?
I'm long distance, sir. Overseas, may I help you?
Directory assistance, may I help you, please? Go ahead, San Francisco.
But what happened to many of these iconic summer jobs? Join us as we take a trip down memory lane to uncover how these jobs have faded away and what's taken their place.
For generations, indispensable pin boys have risked life and limb setting them up for bowlers. But today, all that's been changed.
Back in the day, a pin setter played a crucial role in the bowling alley, responsible for setting up the pins manually after each frame. This job required quick reflexes and precision, as the pin setter would rush onto the lane, reset the pins, and clear away any fallen ones before the next player's turn. It was a physically demanding and fast-paced job, often performed by young workers or enthusiasts with a love for the sport. Pin setters were highly regarded for their agility and ability to keep the game flowing smoothly. They were an integral part of the bowling experience, ensuring that each game ran seamlessly. Today, automated pin setting systems have replaced this role, using advanced technology to reset the pins. Modern systems employ strings and drawbars to manage pin placement and movement precisely. Strings control the timing and coordination, while drawbars handle the mechanical adjustments. This technological evolution has streamlined the bowling experience, making the manual job of the pin setter a thing of the past. Next, we're looking at classic outdoor cinema and the excitement of working directly with moviegoers.
How about the guys in the trunk? Who's paying for them?
Nobody. There's no guys in the trunk.
Have a good time.
In the 1970s and 80s, working as a drive-in movie theater attendant was a unique job that combined the charm of outdoor cinema with customer service. Attendants managed ticket sales and concessions, ensuring moviegoers had an enjoyable experience from the comfort of their own cars. This job was born from the visionary mind of Richard Hollingshead, a passionate film enthusiast who created the first drive-in theater to provide an optimal movie viewing experience for his mother. With the rise of multiplex cinemas and streaming services, drive-ins became less common. Interestingly, drive-in theaters saw a brief resurgence post-pandemic as people sought nostalgic and safe ways to enjoy films. Despite this revival, the job of a drive-in movie theater attendant remains a rare, cherished piece of cinema history.
Latest football scores. Morning paper, morning star. Paper, mister?
Back in the day, being a newspaper delivery boy or girl was more than just a job. It was a rite of passage for many young people. Every morning, rain or shine, these dedicated individuals would roll out of bed before dawn, delivering newspapers to homes in their neighborhoods. With a trusty bike and a stack of papers, they navigated streets and sidewalks, ensuring that the day's news reached eager readers before breakfast. This role was highly regarded as it instilled responsibility, punctuality, and a strong work ethic in the young workers. It was also a common source of extra income for many families, and for the deliverers, it was often their first job, fostering independence and a sense of community connection. However, with the decline of print newspapers and the rise of digital media, this once familiar job has largely disappeared. Today, electronic subscriptions and online news services have replaced the traditional paper route. Now let's step back to the days before gaming consoles.
Once you start to play it for a while, you keep on playing it.
Any normal person would want to beat the machine.
And you come back?
Oh, sure.
Back in the 1980s, arcade games were at the peak of their popularity, offering experiences that home consoles of the time could not match. The flashy lights, loud sounds, and immersive gameplay drew crowds and created communal excitement. Being an arcade attendant was a sought-after job for many young enthusiasts. These attendants were the unsung heroes of bustling arcades, managing a floor filled with coin-operated game machines that captivated gamers of all ages.
Hand-eye coordination, and it doesn't cost as much as some other things, and it's legal.
Yeah, it's addictive. It is. Because you sit there and you just want to play it more and more.
Their roles involved not just overseeing the operation of these machines, but also maintaining a vibrant, energetic atmosphere. Today, the role of arcade attendant has largely vanished, replaced by the convenience and variety of home gaming consoles. These modern systems offer expansive gaming experiences from the comfort of one's home, eclipsing the once thrilling allure of arcade games.
Come on in. It's almost another world here in the video arcades of America.
The arcade may have faded, but its nostalgic charm remains. Remember what it was like when dining out was an adventure, your favorite treats being delivered right to your car.
Delivered by Roller Girls, just like in the 50s. Every night is a cruise night here at Guido's. Where else can you go and eat in your car and watch Roller Girls bring you a killer meal?
Remember the days when the buzz of drive-in restaurants filled the air and car hops were the stars of the show? These cheerful attendants delivered food right to your car, transforming a simple meal into an experience. Starting with a friendly greeting and a quick introduction, they would glide on roller skates, expertly balancing trays of burgers, fries, and milkshakes. Their presence made dining out an event, offering a unique blend of convenience and entertainment.
But when the car hop was the place for good burgers and shakes, well, the good old days are back on Broad Street in Manchester. The king of the car hops, Guido.
In those days, car hops were a vital part of American culture, symbolizing the freedom and fun of the 1980s and 90s. They were often seen as a youthful gateway to customer service, providing a personal touch in an era before fast food became widespread. Today, the role of the car hop has largely vanished, replaced by modern drive-thru services and delivery apps. These innovations have streamlined the process, but they've also lost some of the charm and human interaction that car hops once brought to every meal. Now, let's talk about something kids today have probably never heard of.
It makes no difference whether it's chemical or it's not chemical. Photo booths it's an American thing. It's like baseball. It is American.
In the 1960s, small drive-thru booths began appearing across the U.S., allowing people to drop off their film for development and pick up their photos the very next day. These roadside and parking lot stands made photo processing quick and accessible, capturing memories and glossy prints for countless families. Photomat attendants were the friendly faces behind the counter, ensuring the film was properly processed and handed out with a smile.
For a quarter, they could go in, they could get a strip of 8 images of themselves, of their family, of their pet, whatever.
Their work was essential for preserving cherished moments, from family vacations to milestone events. The service was highly regarded for its efficiency and convenience, especially at a time when film photography was the norm. Today, digital photography has rendered such jobs almost obsolete. With the rise of smartphones and instant sharing, film processing has largely disappeared, replaced by digital storage and printing services. Now, do you know the jingle that once sparked joy and summer magic right in our very own neighborhood? In the days before smartphones and streaming services, the cheerful jingle of an ice cream truck was the soundtrack of summer for kids across the neighborhood. The ice cream truck driver was a beloved figure, bringing joy and sweet treats right to the doorstep of every home. Driving a colorful truck adorned with images of mouth-watering sundaes and popsicles, these drivers had an almost magical presence. Their daily route, marked by enthusiastic waves and the occasional impromptu dance, was a rite of passage for many families during warm weather months.
Please, can I get an ice cream?
What flavor?
Vanilla twist.
Today, the charm of the ice cream truck has diminished. With the rise of supermarkets and convenience stores, the need for such mobile vendors has waned. Now, grocery stores and fast food chains have taken over, offering abundant ice cream without the nostalgic jingle. The ice cream truck driver is a rare sight, but the joy they brought remains a cherished memory for those who experienced it.
And when the 551 people of Sir Nabas have got their milk, it's time for the Lord and Lady of the Manor to go back for a quiet cup of tea in the ancestral home.
Back then, the milk delivery person was a vital figure in many neighborhoods, ensuring fresh dairy products arrived right at your doorstep. Early each morning, these dedicated individuals would make their rounds, replacing empty glass bottles with new filled ones. The clinking of bottles and the sight of the milkman's uniform were integral to daily life, offering convenience and a personal touch to the service. Milk delivery was more than just a job. It was a cherished routine, providing not only nourishment, but also a connection to the local community.
Hundreds of covered trucks such as these, as required by Milk Board regulations, carrying thousands of cans, are constantly on the move over many hundreds of miles.
Milkmen were known for their reliability and the friendly wave as they went about their rounds. Today, this quaint service has largely vanished, replaced by modern supermarket chains and home delivery services that offer a wider range of products but lack the personal touch of the milkman. With refrigerated trucks and online grocery orders, the charm of a dedicated milk delivery person is just a memory, one that many remember fondly as a simpler, more personal way of life.
Calling New York. Exchange 39700. Exchange 39700. It's Alifa.
In the 1950s, being a switchboard operator was a job that connected people, not just by phone, but through a web of human interaction. In the bustling central office, operators manually linked calls, handling each request with precision and a personal touch. The switchboard was the heart of the community's communication network, with flashing lights reflecting the town's activity and a constant hum of conversation in the background.
May I help you?
Yeah, operator, where's the nearest telephone?
You're speaking from the nearest telephone.
Operators started their day early, greeting each call with professionalism and a friendly voice while managing the surge of requests during peak hours. Their role was essential for connecting calls, ensuring that people could reach their loved ones, businesses, or emergency services seamlessly. Today, this once crucial role has been replaced by automated systems and digital technology. Modern telecommunication has shifted to computerized switches and voice-over internet systems, making manual switchboard operators out of date. Now, let's talk about a job that felt like magic.
No more damn loss. It's too much work. You want a super malt or an extra special lips? It's all right with me, but we don't give those giant malts anymore. Listen, buddy.
Remember the soda jerks? Those confident artists of the soda fountain lit up every mom and pop shop, from the Charleston dance floors of the 20s to the moonwalks of the 60s. They weren't merely dispensing beverages. They were architects of liquid joy, orchestrating flavors with a magician's perfection. Whisking up frothy wonders and creamy fantasies, these fountains were the heartbeats of communities, resounding with laughter and the symphony of clinking glasses. Soda Jerk's showmanship was as bubbly as their drinks. They added a personal touch to each drink, making every visit an experience to cherish. But as the era of quick bites and canned drinks unfolded, these colorful craftsmen gently lost their sparkle, distilling into a sweet echo of times past. Societal changes have replaced these engaging summer jobs with more modern roles, but the memory of Soda Jerks remains a nostalgic reminder of simpler, more personal times. In the past, being a caddy was a quintessential summer job for many teens. Caddies were responsible for carrying golfers' bags and clubs around the course, and sometimes performing course maintenance tasks like raking sand traps. This role required not just physical stamina, but also a good understanding of the game. Caddies often earned modest wages, and their share of prize money, if any, was usually quite small. The job was a mix of hard work and intimate involvement in the sport, providing a unique glimpse into the world of golf. However, as golf carts became more common, the demand for caddies dwindled. Golfers now prefer the convenience of riding in carts rather than walking the course with a caddy. This shift has made the caddy job less common, transforming a once integral part of the golfing experience into a nostalgic memory of the past.
Johnny, I've been getting a lot of mail about the Cinderella complex.
So? Once a common sight, the skilled shoe shiner young boys brought a shine to every step. Stationed on busy street corners, in train stations, and outside office buildings, shoe shiners transformed scuffed, dull footwear into gleaming works of art. Armed with a sturdy stool, brushes, a piece of cloth, and an array of polishes, they worked their magic, buffing shoes to perfection. Those young shoe shiners often developed a rapport with their regular customers, engaging in friendly banter while working.
Hey, Johnny. I need some information on a certain parolee.
They knew their trade well, understanding the nuances of different leathers and the best techniques to bring out a shoe's natural luster. For many, it was more than just a job. It was a craft passed down through generations, embodying a sense of tradition and skill. Today, the role of the shoe shiner has largely faded away. The rise of casual footwear and the decline of formal dress codes have diminished the demand for this service. Modern shoe care products, including self-shine polishes and machines, have made it easier for individuals to maintain their shoes. Moving forward to the next, once upon a time, there was a job that could shape your entire music experience.
In little more than a decade, record sales tripled. By 1965, sales hit the 620 million mark in dollar volume.
Remember when record store clerks were the gatekeepers of musical treasure? In the 1970s, working in a music store was more than a job. It was a passion. These clerks managed stores filled with vinyl records, helping customers discover new artists and hidden gems. With a vast knowledge of music genres and album trivia, they guided buyers through the latest releases and timeless classics. Many stores operated late into the night, making these clerks night shift aficionados who kept the music playing for night owls.
Record business became a new frontier of artistic enterprise. From Elvis Presley to the Rolling Stones, with new techniques of tape recording.
The role of a record store clerk went beyond sales. They curated in-store playlists, organized records meticulously, and sometimes even hosted listening parties or live performances. It was a job that required a love for music and a knack for connecting with people. As technology advanced, the way we consume music changed drastically. The rise of digital downloads and streaming services has made accessing music easier, but has also reduced the need for physical music stores. Now, algorithms recommend songs, and virtual assistants answer our music queries.
We do have a private research room available.
I'm fine right here, thank you. Excuse me, do you know where I can find the State versus Murdoch case?
The library page was once a rite of passage for many students. These diligent workers were the backbone of the library, tirelessly shelving books, DVDs, CDs, and other materials to ensure everything was in perfect order. They assisted with book checkouts, often greeting patrons with a smile and helping them find what they needed. Their careful organization kept the library running smoothly, making it a welcoming place for everyone. But times have changed. The automation of library systems and the rise of self-checkout kiosks have made the role of the library page less common. Now patrons can check out their materials with a swipe of a card, and automated systems handle much of the shelving work. While these innovations have made libraries more efficient, they've also taken away a beloved student job. Ever wondered what it was like to be a lifeguard at the heart of summer's excitement?
What do you find the most interesting about being a lifeguard?
I guess meeting all the people, the different people that you see here.
Back in the day, being a lifeguard at a public pool was a cherished summer job for young adults. Lifeguards were the vigilant guardians of fun, stationed by the poolside, ready to spring into action at a moment's notice. Their days were filled with monitoring swimmers, enforcing pool rules, and performing rescues when necessary. It wasn't just about keeping people safe. It was about fostering a lively, community-focused environment.
Are you here because it's a job, or are you here for some other reason?
Well, I don't know. I like kids, and I like to be around them, and it pays pretty good.
Lifeguards developed a keen sense of responsibility and first aid skills, all while enjoying the camaraderie of fellow lifeguards and the vibrant atmosphere of summer poolside. However, as suburban areas expanded and community pools fell out of favor, the number of public pools has significantly decreased. Today's lifeguard positions are often found at private pools, water parks, and recreation centers rather than neighborhood public pools. The charm of the local pool, once bustling with the energy of summer and the lively chatter of families, has largely been replaced by larger, more commercialized water attractions.
But every year, 30,000 make their own protest against their pay and conditions by leaving the land. Bob Allett loves the land and considers that he has a good boss.
Back in the day, being a farm laborer was a classic summer job for many young boys. This seasonal work took place on family farms, which could be as large as 100 acres. Farm laborers were involved in a variety of tasks, such as planting, harvesting, and caring for livestock.
At last they reached the dusty, hot shade of the Dutch barn.
The job required physical stamina and a strong work ethic, as it often meant long hours under the sun. For many, working on a farm was a valuable learning experience, connecting them to the land and the rhythms of rural life. However, with the rise of large-scale agribusinesses, the role of farm laborers has significantly declined. Modern farming operations used advanced machinery and employ fewer seasonal workers. The shift towards industrialized agriculture has transformed farming into a more technical and less personal industry. As a result, the traditional summer job of working on a family farm has become a rare memory of simpler times. Factory work was once a cornerstone of entry-level employment, especially before young adults. Back then, factory workers played a crucial role in manufacturing goods, operating machines, assembling products, and ensuring everything ran smoothly. Their tasks often included feeding raw materials into machines, inspecting products for defects, and performing repetitive but essential operations. This job was a starting point for many young men, offering steady income and a sense of contribution to the industrial boom. However, as technology advanced, the landscape of manufacturing began to shift. Automation and offshoring drastically reduced the need for manual labor. Machines that once required hands-on operation now perform tasks with precision and efficiency, while production is increasingly moved to countries with lower labor costs. The once bustling factory floors are quieter, with fewer entry-level positions available. Today, many of these factory jobs have been replaced by more technologically advanced roles, requiring specialized skills to manage and maintain sophisticated machinery. In the past, the role of a ticket taker at amusement parks was a key part of the guest experience. These individuals stood at the entrance gates, greeting visitors with a friendly smile as they collected tickets and verified their validity. With a swift tear of the ticket, they not only granted access to the park, but also served as a helpful guide, providing directions and answering any questions about the attractions. The presence of ticket takers helped create a welcoming atmosphere, making the start of the day as enjoyable as the rides themselves. Today, this role has largely been replaced by electronic ticketing systems. Automated kiosk and mobile apps now handle ticket validation and entry, streamlining the process and reducing the need for human ticket takers. While technology has improved efficiency, it's a reminder of the personal touch and warmth that once made the job of a ticket taker an integral part of the amusement park experience. There was once a job that relied on swift bicycles and urgent messages, now nearly forgotten in the digital age. Let's talk about it.
Caught short of cash. 25 would help. Please telegraph care of Western Union. Thanks. Love to all. Bob.
Delivering telegrams was once a crucial job, characterized by its focus on quick personal communication. In the early to mid-20th century, telegram delivery was a key service provided by telegraph companies. A telegraph boy, often seen zipping around on a bicycle, was responsible for delivering these important messages, which ranged from urgent business communications to personal notes. The job demanded speed and accuracy, as telegrams often contained time-sensitive information. The telegraph boy had to navigate neighborhoods efficiently to ensure that each telegram reached its recipient promptly. However, as technology advanced, the role of the telegraph boy began to fade. The telephone, followed by fax machines and email, revolutionized communication, making telegrams obsolete. These modern tools offered instant delivery and convenience, leading to the decline of telegram services.
I didn't know what to get anyone for the holidays. My Aunt Esther is always a mystery. Uncle Charlie, shopping for him is an adventure. Now my nephew Timmy was easy.
The video store clerk was a key figure in the 80s and 90s, guiding customers through the world of VHS rentals. Positioned behind the counter, they help patrons select movies from rows of tapes, manage membership cards, and process rentals with a personal touch.
Wouldn't it be great if you could get everybody's Christmas gift at the same place? Maybe you can. I'll let you in on a little secret. The Holiday Gift Center at Blockbuster.
Their role also involved organizing the store, ensuring tapes were returned on time, and managing late fees. Each clerk had their favorite genres and often gave recommendations, making every visit special.
Yeah, good film, nice length, good colour, good quality, good production. Really enjoyed it.
With the advent of digital streaming services, the job has largely vanished. Streaming platforms now provide instant access to a vast library of films from the comfort of home, replacing the bustling video rental stores and the friendly clerks who once made movie nights memorable.